Yesterday, Aaron and I were doing Agent Carter reactions, and I hit the hit the record button on the camera. I was coming around the table to sit down, and Aaron just looking at his phone is like, "Do you see what JC sent me? Or sent us?" And I'm like, "What?" Like, "Look, Snyder's getting this cut for Justice League." I'm like, "What?" And the camera was rolling when this was happening, and I was just like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, look it up." I got my phone out, and I was reading, and I was like, it was just kind of like, before we started video, sometimes we're just sitting there, I just kind of looked up and went, "Hey guys, screw blind wave." And we started a video just completely improvised, without talking about how we were going to talk about it or what we needed. We were just, it was the most interesting start to a video I've ever had.
Yeah.
It was cut out in the actual video, but that footage still exists of us just being like, "Holy shit, that's crazy." So it's like a reaction to news.
Yeah.
In a way. So
you don't often get those.
yeah.
It's big news too.
Between, Save the Clone Wars, which we got, and now releases the Snyder Cut, which people are getting, it makes you think, like, God damn it, man, save Daredevil.
Right?
That was the other big hashtag that I'm like, fuck yeah, right? Save Daredevil. But, never say never, because I did not, I never believed the people that were like, it doesn't exist, there is no Snyder Cut. I've always like, well, obviously, there's that footage.
Yeah.
And he's talked about cutting that footage together. And yeah, it's not going to be finished or anything, but it probably exists. I mean, I've watched movie cuts like that before, and they can be really entertaining. That'd be cool to watch. But I had no idea that they were like, let's actually put it out and let's spend millions of dollars to finish it. And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Now I just need that treatment to all of Terry Gilliam's movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite, director's cut of a movie compared to its theatrical cut? Blade Runner is what immediately comes to mind.
Blade Runner, I've never seen anything except the final cut of Blade Runner, so
Really?
I can't really compare.
Oh, man. Director's cut.
The final cut of Blade Runner is the actual, director's cut. Cut.
Yeah. There was so much stuff, so much more of Deckard's stuff that they cut out. Mm-hmm. I was so disappointed when I found out, because I watched the theatrical release first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I watched the final cut. And it's just so much better. It's the monologue and stuff like that. It's great.
I mean, I've always liked the Donner Superman cut, Superman 2. But the difference between this and those, I just, Snyder says, because he's never actually watched the theatrical cut, he says, but I'm told the difference between what my movie is going to be and what that movie ended up being is 75% of it. So that just sounds like a complete different movie in regard,
completely different
so many things
experience.
are going to be changed. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting.
Lord of the Rings is a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
theatrical release
extended cut.
versus extended.
That doesn't. I mean, it does, but it doesn't change too much. It just you lose things. You
get more.
So many great scenes that I would hate to not have watched.
Yeah.
I get that. I would never watch the theatrical cut of those movies.
No, not even to save time.
I almost don't even recognize them as a cut of the movie.
Yeah. I would prefer to watch half of the extended edition than watch the entire theatrical release.
Yeah. So
my two are probably Kingdom of Heaven and Aliens.
Kingdom of Heaven, that's the Orlando Bloom movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen that once, but I have no idea if I saw it in theaters or I might have seen it in theaters and never seen the
Did you like it?
theatrical cut.
You probably saw the theatrical cut.
Okay. Liam Neeson was cool. I remember that. I couldn't tell you what it's about or anything. I remember watching it when it came out in theaters, I think.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember
hunt that
what
down
version
and
I
watch
watched.
the director's cut of that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, the director's cut is much better. And just the Ripley character in Aliens is almost completely different
Really?
than the theatrical cut. So that's a huge one as well.
Gotcha.
Better or worse?
So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Rick, you've actually never seen Justice League.
No. I saw Man of Steel and I was like, I think that's enough.
Yeah, because it was so good. You were like, I can't be completed more. No, I get you. I am a Man of Steel apologist. I enjoy Man of Steel, but it's also not a perfect movie. Batman v Superman, theatrical cut, I was like, it's all right. Director's cut was a lot better. It was just longer. It was more extended, like that one. Justice League I went and saw in the theaters, and there were moments that I liked, but ultimately I was really disappointed with. And just being like, that's a shame. You know, that could have been some really good stuff in this universe. I just don't really love this one. But then they came out with, you know, fucking Aquaman and Wonder Woman spin-off. I'm like, those are amazing. I love those movies so much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, you could see they're doing a new Batman version with Pattinson and stuff. And when they announced this, I was like, Jesus, okay. One, I was thinking that's going to be fun for me to watch. Two, once I learned that you hadn't seen the original Justice League, I was like, God damn, just don't. And we can have somebody in our reaction inevitably, because it's going to be streamed, in our reaction who'd never seen the original. And that might be a really cool perspective to have. So we will definitely keep that up. So
how long is it going to be?
2021 is when it's going to be coming out. So
no, the runtime.
Oh, well,
it's supposed to be long.
It's going to be long. There are people that said that it could be a 4-hour cut, 3-hour cut. It could be 6 like TV show length things they might do,
like a mini.
So rather than release it all as one movie, they might release it like as an episode of something,
as a miniseries.
As a miniseries. So I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a while. But I heard like a 4-hour runtime maybe total. Okay. That's going to depend on their, you know, you previs a lot of shots. I'm assuming most of the stuff is previs, and then now they have to go and finish those things. So usually in shots like that, you have like a header and a like tail at the end of these shots to give you plenty of time. Like, for the pacing, I want this to end a little sooner or this to last a little longer. So those previous shots might just be in there, not cut exactly how you want it to be. Right. I don't know. Maybe if Zack Snyder has been cutting this thing over and over again, he knows exactly what he wants, and it's going to be a little better in the visual effects department. But we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be, because like, what's the year difference here? Like, technology is just better now.
Yeah. When was it? 2017 Justice League?
I guess
Am I wrong?
Not quite that much of a difference, but
I mean, it's when was Justice League? Chat will tell us.
17 or 18.
Was it 17 or 18? I don't know why 17 went to my head, but
that sounds about right.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is that so many people in the industry are currently not working.
Right.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of things being done. I mean, except for post-production, and this will be complete post-production. Despite there is going to be some things reshot. I know a couple actors are already said like, no, they're bringing us back to do something, you know. So they are going to do some reshoots. I'm not sure what like the extent of it would be, but at the very least, surely, Rick, you've heard of the Mustache Gate with Henry Cavill.
Oh my gosh,
almost as good as the Kevin Costner CG hair gate.
Yes. So, I mean, I have to assume that all that stuff was during the reshoots of, you know, everything that was shot for the Snyder Cut didn't have that. So,
right.
And that's a significant part of the movie. Superman in that movie is his face being CGI'd on his upper lip. So,
which did not look like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I mean, there's been reports and articles out there of like people that have seen the cut, like telling fans, like, well, it's gonna be this and this and this and this, and you're like, holy shit, how do you cut that out? You know. So I'm really excited. You know, like I said, I'm probably most excited that this is going to come out and Rick will have seen Justice League for the first time the way it's meant to be seen. You know.
Yeah, I feel like I probably have a little catching up to do. What
so it would be Man of Steel and then Batman v Superman.
Okay.
Wonder Woman came out after that.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman came out after.
Batman and then Justice League. And then Aquaman. Though I think that you could easily just watch Man of Steel, v Superman, and then that. And then the director's cut of Batman v Superman, or extended or whatever, which I liked a little bit more than the theatrical. Oh, and Shazam. Shazam is also in that universe as well.
I like Shazam.
That's true.
Shazam was great.
I wonder if this will have any effect on studio meddling. Like this whole thing.
I don't know. I mean, I've never... Other than... I never saw the original Solo that was supposed to come out. Right? The Lord and Miller were directing the Solo movie. And then they got fired and they brought in Ron Howard, and then the Solo movie came out. And I quite like the Solo movie.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that's like, I wonder what the Lord and Miller one was like. You know? Like the actors are like, I'm not loving what they're doing. Or I know the actor who's playing Han Solo was like, do you guys went to Disney or went to Kathleen Kennedy? Is like, do you want me to do the stuff they have me doing? Because it feels strange, is pretty much what he said. And they came in and they're like, okay, yeah, no, we're going to go a different direction. So... I mean, in that case, if it was better, then yay, the studio meddled and we got a good movie, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it would have been awesome. Maybe it sucked, you know?
Maybe.
But he was comparing it to like Jim Carrey level stuff that they were having him do, you know? I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't want to do that, I don't think.
No.
But who do I know? I'm not fucking Lord and Miller. They did, you know. They came back and pulled off the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, you know? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would have been interesting to see.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I don't want to hinge all of my studio meddling stuff on the Justice League before I see it. You know, like Zack Snyder. I love a lot of his movies, but there's some other decisions that he'll make that I'll be like, it's real heavy for a guy that's wearing that outfit. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, we'll see. It's gonna be a fun experiment, I think. Anyway, we also forgot Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Is also a movie that came before there.
I also haven't seen it.
Which that is a David Ayer movie,
Which
and that one
more
was
studio meddling.
way more studio meddling, probably.
Yeah.
With cutting out all of Leto's Joker and all that stuff.
Wasn't there like 70% of the film was reshot and re-edited?
I think it was re-edited because the trailer came out and the trailer was amazing. It was a fantastic trailer, and in my opinion, changed the way trailers are put together even now.
Yeah.
Especially with the way that they would, handle beats and pace of a trailer. The Suicide Squad trailer changed a lot of that, but people loved that trailer so much that the studio was like, "Oh man, they loved the way this editing house made this. Let's just give them the movie," And that's not the same thing.
That's not at all.
David Ayer, I think. I've seen people out there today being like, yeah, the Snyder cut's great, let's get the Ayer cut, and then there's people, let's get the JJ cut for Rise of Skywalker. You'll have all of those things, and I mean, I'll see different versions of movies. It's very easy for me to like separate fandoms and interpretations and continuations from original stories and stuff, so that doesn't bother me. But there's some people that they either really want it or they really don't, So
Yeah, I've learned how to do that with the Highlander universe.
Yeah. There's a lot of differences in the Highlander universe.
yeah.